Hey everybody, and how's it going this evening? Welcome to Friends of the Feather. I am taking a journey. I'm doing a day-by-day chronicle of my journey into micro homesteading. I have had my chickens for 108 days. That's where I started, with the pecan cheekons. Look at all this mud. Ew. But then I have some chickens that are a little younger than that. And then I have some that are a little younger than that still. And then my newest exciting adventure is getting the button quails. So I have a separate segment that I do every day, usually sometime during the middle of the day, for the buttons. So if you haven't seen that, take it in, see what you think. Thank you very much to my 100 subscribers. Nice, even 100. It's so lovely. I really so do appreciate it. And if you wouldn't mind, join the club. Peck on that little subscribe button and give us a little something something. So yeah, everything was great today. It was a really, really good day. It was a really good day. Had family here, so I didn't really get to hang out with the chickens very much. The buttons are in my kitchen, so there's really it's kind of hard not to hang out with the buttons. And I would probably be wherever they were most of the time anyway, because I'm obsessed with them. So you have that. It's very hard. They like to hide under the little hut that I made them. So, and they'll be just hanging in the hut, and they do that a lot through the day because I think they're kind of nocturnal. I didn't read that in any of the research that I did on them, but they seem kind of nocturnal. And I don't know if that's just because they're babies, because these guys didn't really have a day-night cycle when I first got them. But they were like really, really active at like 5 o'clock this morning, but they had been under their hut all day. And I kept checking under there because I was afraid that they were like getting dehydrated or, not eating. And every time I pulled up the hut, they were all just sitting there looking at me. So I guess that's become their little nesting place. How's it going, Fiddle? Fiddle-dee-dee. You had visitors today, didn't you? Yes. Another woman was caressing your comb. I know. It's the strangest texture. It really is. I don't know that I've felt anything like it. It's almost like latex, and then it's almost like flesh, but it's not really exactly kind of a rubbery thing. It's such a strange texture. Yeah, rooster comb. It's its own thing. I don't think it's of this world. Definitely aliens. Aliens put chickens here. Actually, if you look up the history of chickens, they say that the original chicken was from Asia. That there's an Asian jungle chicken that is like patient zero or suspect zero for where all chickens came from. So these are Asian chickens, Asian birds. I'm good with it. Don't really care where you're from. Just give me some of your delicious butt nuggets. Right? Oh, goodness. Nice little flourish there. Girls are over here commiserating in the corner. I don't know if you've noticed or not, because I've not really kept like the camera like on the chickens by themselves. I know I'm all over the place because I've got a problem. Oh, okay. X-rated action. Let's go over this way. Well, hello there, mofo. How are you today? Oh my god, you guys. And it's Faddle again, that poor girl. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Okay. Oh. I'm embarrassed to show them. And I didn't even do anything. There's nothing going on, but I'm embarrassed for whatever reason. Jeez Louise. It's so unexpected, and it just... Okay. Oh, goodness. You are quite a boy, Fiddle. Now I have absolutely no idea what I was saying. Oh my goodness. It probably wasn't important if that made me lose my train of thought. Oh goodness, okay. So it rained most of the day. I stayed in most of the day. I was, again, visiting with long lost peeps that I haven't seen for a long time. Family that I haven't seen for a long time. And so we were hanging out inside. Didn't really do a whole lot out here. We did come out to visit several times, though, to show off the flock. Everyone wanted to see the chickens, so we brought them out. It's just fun. It's just fun to have them. It's a good little talking point. Gives you something to discuss. Everybody has a chicken story. Everybody has a chicken story. I actually have a really funny chicken story. So gather round, folks, and let's tell the funny chicken story. My daughter, when she was about 7 or 8, right? She was kind of feral. Like she was a wild child. Like she was never afraid to get dirty. She used to put earthworms in her brother's socks to make him mad. Like she was quite the tomboy, if I'm allowed to use that word these days. So we had an acquaintance that had a farm, and we used to go out there quite often, and we went out there at one point, and he had this giant rooster named Elvis. And Elvis was a giant rooster. I'm sure Elvis was much bigger than Fiddle, because Fiddle's not even 4 months old yet, but he was a giant, full-grown rooster. And I had never seen Elvis do anything out of character. And of course, I hadn't spent a lot of time around him, but he always was pretty chill when I was around. But for whatever reason, when my daughter got out of the vehicle, Elvis took off after her and started chasing her. And he had like a really long driveway. And so instead of running towards the adults to save her from the attacked rooster, she runs all the way down the driveway, Rooster close behind, and all the way back down to where we were, with this rooster chasing her the whole time, screaming. She's screaming. Of course, the rooster's doing what roosters do when they do that kind of thing. She's crying, screaming, and it would have won some money on America's Funniest Home Videos. There's no doubt in my mind, because I think I almost gave myself a hernia laughing at it. It was so funny. I mean, between the rooster, the way they run is just funny to begin with, but he was booking it, and she was running as fast as she possibly could, and he was right behind her. It was but when she got back down to us, the rooster backed down, because we are much bigger than she was at the time, because she was just little. And yeah, so very fond memory of Elvis the rooster, and my daughter's just narrowly escaping death by rooster. It was funny. So everybody has a chicken story, and so whenever you start talking about your chickens, then you got something to talk to people about. It's a common bonding thing, and it's completely innocuous. There is no harm in talking about chickens. I don't think anyone gets offended by you talking about chickens. Now that I've said it, now that I've spoken it into existence on the internet, someone will get offended about people talking about chickens. But, it's a pretty neutral topic. Sorry, I was looking at their food dish. I'm gonna have to remedy that little situation. The wet food didn't work out the way I thought it would. I think it's all packed in the bottom now, so I'm gonna have to scrape it out and refill it. Yeah, we'll get to it. It's bedtime now, folks. Alright, everyone. Happy Saturday. If you're watching tonight, Saturday night, happy Mother's Day tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching. I so appreciate it. Again, make sure you take in the buttons and check out my new babies. They're the tiniest little birds I've ever seen, aside from hummingbirds. They're babies. And we will be back tomorrow morning with some more chickeny goodness. All right, everyone. Have a good night. Bye-bye.